Hello and welcome back to the Blue Bindi podcast where we talk about finance, womanhood and everything in between. June is all about power and progress, and today we are diving into something which is redefining both finance and technology. Joining us today is Jia Elani. She's a tech expert in financial industry. We are talking about innovation, inclusion and how women are not just the users of fintech but how are they shaping it today. Welcome to the show, Jia.
Thank you, Ritika. Thank you for inviting me and letting me talk on something which I breathe in and breathe out, something that I look forward to every day, which is technology and how it is helping change the finance domain.
Wow.
So thank you for having me.
We're so glad to have you here. So to dive into, let's start. So talking about finance and technology, it's something, a domain that is dominated by boys, the boys club to call it. So why do you think it is crucial for women to claim space here as users, as creators and as investors?
So finance has been a domain where a lot of women mentally have switched off and say that's not their forte. So whether it's working women or homemakers, they leave their financial decisions to their men counterpart because they feel that's not their forte. Even technology for a long time has been somewhere men's world because algorithms and computing and analysis is all people think men's world. But recently I think I've seen a drastic change where a lot of women are also managing their finances, also not just starting fintech startups but being at a crucial and critical senior positions in fintech startups. So I guess slowly this place will change with the mindset change.
So before I ask you the next thing, so you started your journey, right? So over the years, I'm sure you would have seen the shift, you would have seen the change. So how is it when you started? How was it back then in this space, and what do you see now? How is it evolved?
So if I go back to my college day where I was doing engineering in information technology, we were a batch of 60 people with only 6 girls.
Oh my God.
And then when I left it and when I started my career, even when it was a team of 10 boys, there was 1 girl. When we became 100-member team, it was 6 girls. And with a 200-member team also, I realized today that the portion of girls or the number or ratio of girls is very less. So yeah,
but at least these girls would get a lot of attention. That's always been the case, no?
Well, I think more than attention, what the change that I have seen is they get equal opportunities and they're treated equal. I think earlier the concept or the thought process was that women are not treated equal or in terms of salaries or giving opportunities, there's no parity. But I think that has changed drastically. Today women are starting startups, they are a part of startups at senior positions. So the landscape is changing slowly.
That's how I think it's evolved, and thanks to like you, that you've been in this space, you've delivered, and you've given that kind of you've set an example that given an opportunity, given a project or whatever to you, you will deliver. So setting the right example, I think that has also helped. So thanks to you.
Thank you, Ritika.
This is a myth I'm pretty sure you would have also experienced, that people do say in this space, be it finance and technology, it gets very intimidating for women, You've been in this, so you would know, and for me it's a myth. So I would want you to debunk it for me and tell the audience.
So I'll give you 2 facts which I think should help break this myth, Ritika. One, that in 2024 alone, some 930 million was generated by fintech startups which women started.
Oh wow. That's
if you see the startups in 2024, the top few startups like Lakshmi, Mahila, all these are done by women for women. So I think that should help break this myth. It's just mindset change, I believe, which is needed as of now. Also, I believe women have some skills which is analytical thinking, patience, empathy, which are very much required in
both these
domains.
Correct.
So we just have to use our power, and I think we'll kill it.
So now moving forward, okay, now fintech and all the technologies, app, payment gateways and all that. Now, how does AI, and whatever apps are available, how will this help women in a way, benefit them if they actually start using it in the right direction? How do you think that this could benefit us? If currently use
So
it?
first, thanks to AI, I want to say that now women don't need to be expert in finance, right? You don't need to have a degree or an MBA or anything in finance, right? These AI tools will give you all what you need, from your home planning to budget planning to investing money to even tax planning. Everything is what a AI has to do. You just have to start using it.
Correct.
Even on the technology side, AI has drastically changed the way we looked at generating systems or creating or programming. It has just drastically changed.
Correct.
So it's just for us to now start using it, throwing our questions to them, and they will just give us with all the answers.
Correct. So it's just about again,
Just
get
start. I think it's
exposed.
just about just starting to use it.
Correct. Expose, download it, start using it, and you will learn.
Absolutely.
You need not be an expert. I think you have to be an expert and start using these things and make it work for you. Leverage it that way. So as you were talking about your journey, okay, so finance and tech, I think both the fields somewhere the women representation is pretty low, correct? So what's your personal journey been like, and what is that one thing that you would want to tell our audience today, that if somewhere they're thinking of being in this space, what is it that you can inspire them with today?
So first I'll tell you, it's been a challenge. It's not easy because for so many years now that I have been working, a lot of times I have been the only woman on the table who has to raise her voice, who will have views which might be different from the male counterparts. The interests, the communications are very different. But one mantra which I have been following and I want to share with your viewers is that I always tell myself, get up, fight and go on. Running away is not an option, so give it to your best. And I think that is something I tell myself every morning, and that keeps me going. Also, I want to tell to all the women out there that it's very important that you know that you have to be the hero of your own story.
True.
You have to have an ambition for your own self,
Correct.
and then just focus on it. You might lose some things, but you will gain a lot of things. Finance and technology, both these domains need empathy, patience, like I said, analytical thinking. So not just designing, marketing. You want to do a fintech startup, you have all the qualities. You want to work in fintech startup at different positions, you are the one. So just identify your strengths, take a chance and do it.
So take charge and go for it and be confident. I really like the way you said you were the hero of your story. So you know the story, be the hero and go out there.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Tia. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Ritika. Thanks for having me.
And to all our listeners, explore and experiment these tech tools to help you in your financial growth. Until next time, keep listening to the Podcast for such empowering conversations. Thank you.